All right, guys, we're going to go over some of the 3.0 problems. So the first 3.0 practice problem we have, which is practice problem number 4, that's our first 3-point level. The first thing we do when we are attempting these problems is we need to figure out what is the number we're given and what are we looking for. So if I look here, I'm given 3.5 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. So this is my starting value. And it says, what is the mass? So this is what I'm looking for, is the mass. So I'm given molecules, I want to go to mass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my mole map to kind of plan out what I'm going to do. So if I look at my mole map, it says that I'm starting with particles, which is way up here. And I want to get to mass, which is over here. So what this is telling me is I need to take my particles and convert them to moles first, and then convert them to mass. So this is going to be a 2-step problem. So I'm going to go particles to moles to mass. So I'm going to have to do 2 steps to solve this problem. So as always, we're going to start with our starting value, and we're going to set up times in a line. So I have 3.5 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. And I want to get rid of my molecules. So as we always do, we're going to put molecules on the bottom, right? Whatever we want to get rid of, we put opposite, so down at the bottom. And according to my mole map, I'm going to be going from molecules to moles, and then finally to mass, which is grams. So these are going to be my steps. So here's my step 1. So I'm going to get rid of molecules, and I'm going to go to moles. So moles I'm going to put on top. Okay? And we learned in class today that 1 mole is equal to Avogadro's number, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. So when I go to put this into my calculator, I'm going to type 3.5, and then I'm going to hit my second button, and then capital E, and then type 23. Then I'm going to do times 1 divided by 6.02, second E, 23 to get my molecules. And so I set that up next. So molecules will go away. So if I put that in my calculator, because I'm going to do a 2-step, I'm going to do 3.5, second E, 23, divided by 6.02, second E, 23. And what I end up getting is 0.581, and that's moles. So I went from molecules to moles. Now I need to do my final step, which is going to be moles to mass. And so to do that, I'm going to take my value, my 0.581 moles. I'm going to do times in the line again. And I want to get rid of my moles, so I'm going to put moles on the bottom. And then to get my grams, I'm going to have to look at the periodic table. So I'm going to go moles to grams. So 1 mole is equal to a certain number of grams. So if I look on the periodic table, oxygen, which is element number 8, has a mass of 16.00. The catch is this is oxygen gas, which is O2. So I'm going to take 16 times 2, which is going to give me 32 grams. So 1 mole of oxygen gas, O2, is equal to 32.00 grams. So now I'm going to enter that into my calculator. I still have my number saved from before, so now I'm just going to take my number from before. I'm going to hit times 32 and divide by 1, which gives me 18.6 grams of O2 of oxygen. And that's my final answer. So that's our first problem.